Hi everyone, DJ Lit here. Welcome to Best to the Worst Showcat Builds and Lego Worlds Part 2. Over last part of Best to the Worst Showcat Build and Lego Worlds, we have shown with pretty much the pudding house and pretty much the three of the haunted house showcat builds. If y'all didn't see that video, make go check that part before this one. But today we have some showcat builds that are pretty much coming back. Will pretty much be the last time y'all probably seen these showcat builds for a while. And it's one of those showcat builds that have been shown since pretty much 2 years of exploring the Classic Space DLC. And that is pretty much the Classic Space showcat build. So I'm showing basically like all 5 of them, by the way. So I don't have to pretty much get explained to this because y'all already know these showcat builds before. So I'll wait no time as always. Let's get right to this. So let's start off with the first one. The first one is pretty much one of the most very interesting showcat builds pretty much the show, but it's not really that much to show because it's literally just one showcat build right here, and that is pretty much the communication station. Now this one is part of Classic Space of the pretty much the DLC, by the way. You pretty much get it pretty much for the I don't know if you have to buy it pretty much like for the DLC or pretty just collect it inside of it, by the way. But it's one of the most very interesting very interesting shortcut builds that pretty much shown. Pretty what you do right here, you interact with this. And for some reason, I have no idea why the character had to freak out for some reason. So that's very interesting. But I do like it though, even though it's like a very short showcat build, by the way. But I do like how it got like the Classic Space logo on there, the satellite right there, and pretty much the rest of it. So there's not really much to show this showcat build, but it is one of the most 3 years now showcat builds to pretty much shown to today, by the way. So I'm glad it's back showing again in 2025. So I'm not going to go say communication station. Welcome to the best to the worst showcat build. No. So this is a good showcat build. This is a good showcat build to show. All right. The next one is pretty much another Classic Space DLC showcat build, and one of the most not gonna say classic, but one of the most 2 year or 3 year now showing for this showcat build, and that is pretty much the Alpha 1 rocket base. This one's part of the DLC as well. One of those ones I do like, by the way, because they got like the rocket on there, by the way, which is pretty much cool. Then if you actually do this, so you're trying to turn pretty much like the ink, and it's basically just ink coming out of it, which is pretty much like kind of crazy. Or should I say oil, which is very something. The rocket itself don't look bad. It's actually really interesting, actually. The build itself is pretty much good, by the way. Kind of like mostly like an actual rocket, so which is pretty much nice. But still, it ain't really much of this showcat build, by the way. It is pretty much a good showcat build, by the way. This probably like be like the most very interesting one to pretty much show for like the second one, by the way. But still, I do like how it looks, by the way. I like the rocket. I do love how pretty much like the oil comes out when you interact with this, which is pretty much cool. So this is one of the most like, I won't say like the coolest, not like the most very, very coolest like DLC showcat build, but just like the cool showcat build right here. So which is great. So I'm glad it's back been showing in 2025. Alright. The next one is pretty much one of the most ones that pretty much shown in the DLC as well, and that is pretty much the Communicate Century. I don't really basically say this name often, but still, it's a very interesting showcat build, by the way. And this is pretty much like the third showcat build you can pretty much get for this one. It pretty much has like the Classic Space man pretty much just like fixing the I'm guessing like the satellite pretty much for something. Then you pretty got like the chair right here to pretty much relax on, so which is pretty much cool. Then you have another one right there, by the way, so which is pretty much nice. Then you pretty got like the rocks around, which is pretty much cool. There should be probably like a vehicle right here, because there's like a whole entire like big landing thing right here. Or sorry, the big whole entire like second like object right here. I'm guessing it had to be a vehicle. But still, this is one of the most very interesting like DLC showcat builds. I mean, I remember showing this like back around in Selena City, by the way, because you can probably know like these showcat builds were shown back around Selena City, so none of these are like not really new at all. But still, this is pretty much interesting showcat build, by the way. I don't really have much to say about it. All I gotta say is that I'm glad it's back in pretty much in 2025, by the way, and it might probably get shown again soon, by the way. So I'm not entirely sure. but we'll find out soon enough in this year of 2025. But welcome back. Alright, the next one is this Shokai build, which I'm not gonna lie, I might have to spawn another one actually, because this is pretty much the moon base Shokai build, by the way. If you want to know, this is pretty much the moon base Shokai build, which I accidentally might have spaced them a little bit too out, by the way. So let me go ahead and put it like in pretty much in the back, so it make it much better. Cause I forgot how big the that last Shokai build was, by the way. So here is the moon base one, by the way. Might have been backwards, but it's fine. So this is pretty much the moon base one. It's kind of like the very same one, just like the communication station. It's except it has like a little bit like rocks around it, so which is pretty much cool. But still, this is like not really much to. It's pretty much like the same animation you pretty much could do for the computer, which is pretty much alright. But still, this is probably one of the most very interesting Shokai builds to pretty much shown, by the way. So I'm glad it's back to pretty much shown in 2025. So all I can say is pretty much actually, you know what I was gonna say? Actually, I forgot to pretty much put like the best to the worst, all that stuff. I'll probably do it to the end of this, but still, this one's alright. So I'm glad it's back in 2025. Alright, and we have the last Shokai build for pretty much for best to the worst Shokai build for this one today, and it's one of the most like the biggest one right here, and that is the Beta 1 Communicade base. So this one is probably one of the most like biggest like Shokai build for each of them, by the way. It's kind of very interesting that this is like the most biggest one, by the way. So it's pretty much kind of like a chilling vibe right here, by the way. You pretty much got like the photo of like the rocket with the classic spaceman right here, pretty much just lodged into like pretty much the moon, I'm guessing. Then you pretty much have it's pretty much like more like the communication like buttons right there. Then pretty much like the yellow chair stand, which is pretty much alright. Then you pretty much have is no no, we're stuck. Okay, there we go. We're just stuck right there. They have pretty much like one of the showing one right here, by the way, so which is pretty much cool. I'll tell you what, for a Shokai build that's pretty much like big, this is very something. Also, what is this right here? Okay, that was interesting. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like, kind of like a little bit like a lever, I'm guessing. Let me see. What is this? A small space arrow. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the most like very interesting like Shokai build I have shown since like pretty much like 3 years now. But I'm glad this Shokai build back from over 2025. So I'm glad it's back. Alright, so let's see if we can give it to like the best of the worst, by the way. So let's start with the first one. So I can probably give the communication station kind of a little bit. I don't think it's probably the most very worst, but it's not really too much to show right here. So I'll probably give this one pretty much like the worst a little bit. It's not like the worst Shokai build, by the way. I'm just saying kind of like a little bit like the worst because I don't really have much to show for this one. So it's pretty much alright. So it probably deserves just a little bit of the worst. Then for the second one, I think the second one deserves the best one because it does have like the rocket, and I do love the little bit of like pretty like the oil animation, by the way. Or should I say the animation of this? We trying to like pull like literally like the like I guess probably filling like the rocket up, by the way. So which is very something. So that one probably deserves like pretty much like the best. Then the third one, I mean, it's alright. I mean, I do like the picture of like the classic spaceman fixing like the satellite, or pretty much one of the stations actually. So which is pretty much cool. So I guess I can give this one just the best. It's a little bit of the best. So it's pretty much an alright Shokai build. Then the moon base, it just looked like the communication like station. Communication station. So not really much to this one, by the way. So I'll probably give this one just a little bit like the worst, by the way. Not really much to show right here, but still it's an alright Shokai build. Then the last one, the Beta 1 Shokai build. This one is actually a lot more bigger, by the way. It has like more a little bit of stuff to do right here. I do love the picture of like the classic spaceman trying to I'm guessing launching the rocket. So which is very something. So I can pretty much give this one about like the best one. So this one's very something. So this is probably like the best Shokai build right here, by the way. Especially it's bigger too, so which is pretty much great. But yeah, but what and one, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. If y'all enjoy it, sure you know what to do. Also, if you haven't checked out from the polls, by the way, from basically for Lego Monkey Kid and basically Lego Ninjago, maybe go check those polls out while y'all watching this video, because I'll pretty much explain to those polls very soon. Pretty around tomorrow when I'm showing Brawl Hollow tomorrow. So I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next video. Bye.